Hey guys, welcome back. Today I wanted to share with you some poor man meals. I know things are like super tight right now, so especially for us. So I wanted just to do some really cheap meals, even some meals that they did during the Great Depression. So hopefully these are some different and new meals for you guys. I'm hoping that you guys will gain some inspiration on what to kind of cook this week. I definitely just really want to incorporate, especially this month, I'm really trying to incorporate some super cheap meals just to kind of start our year off right, to make sure we're staying in our budget every single month. I feel like every single month I'm always going out of my budget for my food. I don't know about y'all. Leave me a comment below if you are just struggling with your food budget. I even try to, I go to discount stores, I try to buy things in bulk, but I am just struggling to stay within my budget. I would absolutely love to stay within that $400 budget. We have 4 kids that are under the ages of 8, so they're 8 and under, and it's just so hard to buy and to stay within that budget. So this month I'm really trying to make sure we're I don't want to be like super cheap in what we're making, but I definitely want to really watch what we're spending here. So these meals are going to be just strictly poor man meals, so super cheap meals, but I know that you guys are going to like these. These are going to be some super awesome meals. They're not going to be nasty or anything like that. I wouldn't even make them if they were going to be nasty. So let me just show you what we're going to do and what we're going to make, and let's get started cooking. Okay. Sorry, my voice is super hoarse today. I don't know what's going on. I got some type of, it's like I don't feel sick, it's just my voice, so I don't know, losing my voice. So for this meal, all that we need are these ingredients right here. We need ground beef, and then I have cream of chicken soup. That's not cream of chicken soup. No, this is cream of mushroom. Okay, this is cream of mushroom soup. I have a little bit of sour cream that we'll use, and then I have some bread, and then some milk that we'll use. I don't know if I said that or not, but that's all that we'll need for this meal. I did want to let you know that if it's in your budget to add some vegetables to this, the typical meal here that we're making is just beef stroganoff. So I mean, you can add vegetables to it. Me and my family, we're gonna have some green beans to it. It adds $1 to the budget. So to me, it's not that big of a deal. But I did just want to show you what they typically had during the Great Depression, or like a typical poor man's meal. So anyways, and you can definitely have this with like a salad. You can have this over potatoes. I mean, mashed potatoes is still relatively cheap depending on how you make it. Or you put it over rice. So whatever you want to do, we're just going to put this over bread, and we're going to have some green beans with it, and that's it. Alright, to start us off with this beef stroganoff, I'm just going to ground up this pound of ground beef, and then I'm just going to use this paper towel to try to get off any excess grease that I have here. I'm just kind of being lazy, and I don't want to strain it and deal with all the grease there, so I'm just using this paper towel. And then I'm just going to need 1 can of cream of mushroom soup, and I'm going to pour it in here and just kind of get it all mixed through properly. I mean, if it ever comes out of the can. And then I'm going to add just a little bit of milk, probably about 1/4 cup of milk, or you can use whatever type of dairy product that you prefer. I'm sure like heavy whipping cream or half and half would be really good and make it extra creamy. And then I'm going to put in some sour cream. I just put in probably about 1/3 cup of sour cream in here as well, and you're just going to give that a really good stir. If you want to add any type of seasonings that you have on hand, if you want to add in some seasoning salt and some pepper, maybe some parsley, I just put in some pepper just to give it just a little bit of flavor. I think some parsley would have been better to put in this meal here. And then that is it. I'm just going to let this kind of simmer on the stovetop for about 5 or so minutes. I just want it to thicken up just a little bit, and then you'll see me just adding in that pepper. All right, and then I'm gonna serve this over some bread, and I didn't video it, but I just kind of toasted the bread first. You don't have to toast it, you can have it either way. I think my kids just had it the normal way, but I toasted it for my husband. I think he preferred it toasted, and I'm just gonna put this all over the bread, and that's it. We had this with some green beans, and everyone liked it. Actually, everyone enjoyed it more than what I ever thought that they would. Hey bud, what do you think? You try to bite? Daddy, what do you think of it?
Actually really good.
Addie, you like it?
It's amazing.
It's amazing. What do you think, JoJo? Like your little thumb, that's cute. Alright, Baba Boo, what do you think?
Good?
Is it good?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, did you try it this time?
Mm-hmm.
And what do you think?
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
You actually just ate all of it.
Oh.
I think you just ate it with one bite.
Here. Alright, we are going to be making the second meal for all these poor man meals. So this one's going to be like a, I don't know, like a garlic, it could be garlic parmesan noodles. I'm just doing something super basic. It's just basically noodles and a creamy sauce with peas in it. You can definitely add in whatever you want. Like you could put in some more vegetables, you could put in some chicken, any type of meat that you want. I'm just trying to do the very, very basic because these are poor man meals, so I'm trying to make them as cheap as possible. So I'm going to show you what type of ingredients we're going to use for this. Not very many. And then we'll get started cooking. So let's do this. Okay, we are going to need some spaghetti. You can also use some egg noodles, like super fine egg noodles. I just have this on hand. I don't really buy like super fine egg noodles. I don't know. I just don't. I don't use those. I don't even know where to find them. So I'm just going to use this thin spaghetti. I have a bag of peas. This is a 2 pounds, so 32 ounces, but there's only like half here. So I'm only going to use about, it says to only use about 10 to 12 ounces, so that should be enough. I'm going to put in some garlic just to give it a little bit more flavor. We're going to put in some salt and pepper. We're going to use some chicken broth. I just have this. I don't know. I think it's super cheap and it works. I like the flavor of it, so I'm just going to use that for chicken broth. And I think it calls for like 2 cups of half and half. So there's my half and half. That's it. So I'm hopeful that this is all going to taste super good. I don't know though. So we're going to try it out and we will let you know how it tastes. But let's get cooking. I'm going to show you how we're going to make everything now. Okay, I'm going to start off by doing, I have this preheated already, so it's pretty hot. I have some bacon grease that I'm going to be using. I don't know if you can see that. I need to kind of okay, so here's my bacon grease, and I'm going to use about 1/4 cup of bacon grease. That seems like 1/4 cup there. Guys, if you do not have one of these, this is awesome. It has a strainer. Let me show you. It has a strainer that goes with it. It just goes on top like that. This is so handy. I like love this thing. I got it for Christmas, but you can find it at Walmart. It's super cheap. I think it was like $8. But instead, I used to use like a coffee can, but now I just use this, and it's so handy. I'm going to, actually, I'm going to put in some garlic first. So let me put in just a little bit of garlic. Give that a pretty good stir. I just want this pretty flavorful because it's pretty basic. I'm going to go ahead and add in my spaghetti now. probably gonna do all of this. Roll this around the best that I can. Just want everything kind of coated in that bacon grease. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and add in the chicken broth. I just kind of feel like I'm going to need to add more than that, but we'll see. And the cream here. Okay, I'm going to add in the peas. Still a teeny bit frozen. But it'll be fine. Come on. Alright. I think I'm going to add just a little bit more cream here. And then I'm going to put the lid on and let this cook for just a little bit. Alright, we're going to take a look at our noodles here. Ooh. It is looking nice and creamy. My son's gonna love the peas and the noodles. Right, bud?
No. I don't like peas.
Peas are,
I don't like
peas are yummy.
No. I like peas. They're yummy.
Yeah, I'm gonna add some pepper and some salt to this.
Okay.
My son is mocking me here. Alright. Let's see how that looks now. If you have it in your budget to add some cheese, Parmesan would be perfect in this. But this is a poor man meal and running low on meat and dairy products, so we're just doing the very, very basics here. Turn that off. We're going to try it. Alright, Jojo, go ahead and try it. See if you like it. Is it hot? Here, you want to blow on it? Is that still a little hot? Okay, how is it?
Good.
You really like that? Yummy. Okay, bud. Are the noodles done? Or are they kind of crunchy? They're a little bit crunchy. Let me see. A little bit. No, they're done. Oh, I like the texture and everything of it.
Mom, can I try?
What do you think, bud?
Mmm.
It's pretty good, isn't it? It's surprisingly good.
Can I try? You already tried. Mommy, I want to try.
Yeah, you can finish it if you want. Okay, for this meal, this is all the things that we're going to need. We're going to need some chicken broth, some seasonings. I have parsley, thyme, and bay leaf. I need 1 can of green beans, some carrots. I'm just going to use the rest of this onion. You can use a whole onion or half an onion. I'm going to use some bacon grease instead of oil. I have some minced garlic, some celery, and then I'm going to use a pound of ground beef. You definitely don't have to for this recipe, but it just kind of makes it taste better. And then I'm also going to use some mixed vegetables. Thinking about 2 cups of mixed vegetables, but anyways, so let's get busy. All right, so we're gonna get started on this vegetable soup. So to my pan, I'm gonna ground up a full pound of ground beef here. Okay, now that the ground beef is done cooking, I'm just going to put it in a separate bowl, and then I'm going to cook my vegetables in this grease here. I think I'll add a little bit of bacon grease as well, just so I can get all the vegetables sauteed properly. Alright. Alright, and then we'll add this back in later. Alright, add in just a little bit of bacon grease. See how I like that. Yes! Alright, I'm going to add in my onions here. Let that saute. Add in a little bit of garlic, probably about 2 tablespoons, 1.5 to 2 tablespoons. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Okay. Okay, we're gonna add in our carrots next. Okay, I also have about 1¼ cup of celery here. Gonna add to this mixture. Give that another good stir. Alright, now that all of the vegetables have been added, well, the vegetables that we're gonna add right now, I'm gonna go ahead and add in 2 cans of diced tomatoes. You can use whatever type that you want. I have 1 can of petite that I'm gonna be adding. And then I have a garlic and oregano one that I'm going to be adding. There's my 2 cans. I'm going to be adding 4 cups of chicken broth. There we go. I'm going to turn up my heat just a little bit. Okay, next I'm going to add in my seasonings. I'm going to add in some thyme. Totally winging this here. The rest of this parsley that I have. Obviously need more parsley. I'm going to add in 2 bay leaves. 1, 2. Not that in. And then I'm going to add in my potatoes. I need about 3 cups of potatoes. There's that. Whoa. To give that pretty good stir here. Okay, I also have about 2 cups here of frozen vegetables. I'm gonna add 2. I might actually have to add in some more chicken broth or water, but we'll see. It might be okay. Okay, I just want those potatoes covered. There we go. That way they will cook. Alright, we're going to let this cook probably for about 20 minutes. I want to wait till those potatoes are tender. And then we will add the final ingredients. I have some green beans here. We're going to add a can of green beans. And then I have that beef that we made earlier. So you don't have to do these green beans. I just like green beans and I think it's going to go a little bit further. So that's why I'm doing that. All right, I will see you back. Okay, let's see. Let's take a look at this. It's looking pretty good. Ooh, yes. Yep, that looks pretty good. I'm going to test these potatoes. Okay, they're not quite done, so maybe about another 5 more minutes. All right.
I said no, Mom. I'm saying you say yes. I said no. You say yes. I said no. I say yes. You say no.
Yeah. All right. Potatoes are done.
Yeah.
I'm gonna add my green beans.
No.
All right, and then my beef back here. Addie, how is it?
Good. Amazing.
One of my favorites.
I haven't tried it yet.
You just eating crackers? Typical.
It's good. I haven't tried.
What?
It's really good, but I haven't tried it.
Baba? Baba boo boo. Good. Because you want to look at me. Is it yummy? Thanks so much for watching. I hope you all found some inspiration this week and found some new recipes for you and your family. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, y'all.